My dad grew up 6 miles east of Coulee City on a farm, cattle and wheat farm, and he was allergic to wheat, just couldn't work on the farm, and so his dad told him he'd have to get off the farm and find a job. Became a school teacher, taught for a couple of 3 years. That wasn't his deal. Worked on Grand Coulee Dam as a laborer, and that wasn't his deal. He liked sales, so he got into full of brush sales. And then got the opportunity to sell cars in Coulee City for a guy named Stover. The people that supplied the cars in them days encouraged Dad to buy Stover out. He was older. And so that's how the whole company really started in 1935. In that period of time, Dad got into the John Deere machinery. Said he would take that on if us boys would go in business with him. That would be my older brother and I. The business was successful. I mean, Dad did a good job of getting started. He was a farm boy that related with people really well. And being it was successful, Deere offered us the opportunity to open another store in Waterville. My brother didn't want to go, so Phyllis and I decided that we'd take on that opportunity. So we raised our children there in Waterville.
In 1983, my Aunt Nancy got cancer. And my Uncle Bob's just like, I gotta get out. Dad bought Uncle Bob out, and I was like, I can go run that store. And so at 21, I went over there and started running that John Deere store.
The real growth of the business is from the point the boys took over.
So 2004 was Pullman, and then that's when Jim came on board, and you know, he pretty much ran that dealership, and we stayed in Grand Coulee, and then we bought Omak in 2016.
Kind of in the mid-2000s, that's when websites were starting to get going, and so Dad said, hey, figure out this website. So I was the website manager, he called it.
You know, when I was young, all I really cared about was playing basketball, and I rode that for all it was worth as long as I could. And I ended up taking a job with Les Schwab Tires, and I did that for, I don't know, somewhere between maybe 6-8 years. And then I kind of realized, boy, I mean, that's what my dad and grandpa and great-grandpa have done forever. Why is this all just hitting me now? And
one of the big things that I learned, I think, from my dad, he always advocated to me, and I did the same to my sons, on any of this stuff you sell. I mean, a salesman can really do a good job, and he'll sell you the first product, whether it's car or machinery or whatever. The service department will sell them after that. So if you can out-service your competitor, you don't have to worry about outselling them.
Kind of our mantra was that when a handshake still means something. You know, we felt like, you know, a handshake didn't mean anything. It's starting to become meaningless, and we really feel like we're a company that if you shake our hands, that's as good as signing your name.
Well, what's easy is we kind of have different backgrounds, so that's kind of helped. I come from more of the sales and finance background, and Brandon comes more from the parts and service background.
And I think too, it helps maintain a healthy balance. In all honesty, we cannot dip into each other's work, so to speak. I think that's who we are as Jesses. In all honesty, we're relationship people first, and obviously we got to run a business. So at some point, you got to do a good job of running the business, whether it be through service or sales. There's no question. But we've always felt like we're down-to-earth people. We're easy to talk to, easy to deal with, and we're there when you have an issue.